Meghan Markle and Harry snub Buckingham Palace in glaring omission of Sussexes again. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's latest diary engagements haven't been featured in the official court circular, leaving royal commentators questioning the reason behind this glaring omission. Meghan and Harry appear to have been snubbed by Buckingham Palace, with none of the engagements carried out since late February been recorded in the court circular, the palace's record of the official duties and events attended by members of the royal family. All the official duties carried out by the royals, whether behind closed doors or public, are usually detailed in this register. However, as already reported by Express.co.uk last week, the last engagement recorded for Prince Harry was his attendance at the Rugby Football League draw at Buckingham Palace on January 16. And now it appears the palace is failing to register the events attended by the Duchess of Sussex as well. Meghan's last engagement recorded in the court circular is dated November 6, and consists of her visit alongside with Prince Harry to families of deployed service personnel at Broom Farm Community Centre in Windsor. Meghan and Harry were also included in two entries dated November 9 and 10, which grouped all the royals who attended, respectively, the Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall and the ceremony at the Cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday. The court circular appears to have omitted Prince Harry's role at the Ecotourism Summit he hosted in Edinburgh on February 26 and his trip to the iconic Abbey Road studios in London with Jon Bon Jovi. Buckingham Palace has also failed to register Prince Harry's launch of the Silverstone Experience on March 6. Private engagements, events and visits not carried out on behalf of the Queen, such as Harry's trip to Edinburgh, are usually not listed in the court circular. However, the Duke of Sussex meeting with rock star Bon Jovi was part of a wider fundraising project with the Invictus Games Foundation, and the court circular has previously registered events attended by Harry for his beloved association. Similarly, as royal patron of the Silverstone Experience, his presence at the launch was expected to appear in the court circular. Meghan has also visited one of her patronages, the National Theatre, after returning to the UK, and attended at the side of her husband the Endeavour Fund Awards. But none of these events can be seen on the palace's online register. However, the royal family's Twitter account celebrated the Endeavour Fund Awards by sharing pictures taken at the event. These omissions were noticed by commentators. Joe Little, royal expert and editor of the magazine Majesty, wrote on Twitter, "The Duke of Sussex last featured in the court circular on 16 January. No mention of his visit to Abbey Road Studios last week or his attendance with the Duchess of Sussex at the Endeavour Fund Awards on Thursday evening." Amateur royal historian Keith Smith, who first noticed last week Prince Harry's return to the UK was unnoticed in the court circular, also wrote on Twitter, "None of the Sussexes' engagements are in the CC." Express.co.uk has contacted Buckingham Palace for comment. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will step down as senior royals on March 31, and are carrying out their final royal engagements before moving on with their new lives and be able to start their private ventures. Meghan and Harry are to attend together the Mountbatten Music Festival tonight. Tomorrow, the Duchess will mark International Women's Day, and on Monday she will attend with Harry and other senior royals the Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey. Queen Olive Branch, Queen's subtle nod to Meghan Markle and Harry in Commonwealth speech. Queen Elizabeth II appears to have given a subtle nod to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in her Commonwealth Day message. The Queen delivered a message of unity ahead of Commonwealth Day, perceived by some as a subtle nod to Meghan and Harry. In her speech, the monarch praised the diversity of people and nations that can be found in the Commonwealth of Nations and the strength that comes with cooperation. She said, "On Commonwealth occasions, it is always inspiring to be reminded of the diversity of the people and countries that make up our worldwide family. We are made aware of the many associations and influences that combine through Commonwealth connection, helping us to imagine and deliver a common future. This is particularly striking when we see people from nations, large and small, gathering for the Commonwealth Games, for meetings of Commonwealth governments, and on Commonwealth Day. Such a blend of traditions serves to make us stronger, individually and collectively, by providing the ingredients needed for social, political and economic resilience. This message of unity comes as his family is gearing up to lose Prince Harry and Meghan as full-time working members of the royal family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced in early January their intention to step back as senior royals. After weeks of negotiations, they thrashed out a deal with the Queen and other senior royals, which will see Meghan and Harry no longer carrying out royal duties from March 31 in exchange for the freedom to live abroad and pursue private financial ventures. Meghan and Harry will also no longer be able to use their HRH styles and will have to change their current brand name, Sussex Royal. The Sussexes, who have been living since mid-November in Canada, have returned to the UK to carry out their last engagements. On Monday, they will also take part in the Commonwealth Day service, alongside with the Queen, Prince Charles, Camilla, Kate, and Prince William. In her poignant speech, which will be printed in the order of service accompanying the service on Monday at Westminster Abbey, the Queen also opened up on her own feelings and memories of the Commonwealth. She continued, "Throughout my life, I have had the opportunity to see and hear how membership of the Commonwealth family means so much to those living in all parts of the world, often in places that are quite remote. Advances in technology and modern media have now enabled many more people to witness and enjoy, with remarkable immediacy, this experience of Commonwealth connection, in areas such as education, medicine and conservation." The Queen also appeared to acknowledge Prince Charles's decades-long work focused on raising awareness on the impact the misuse of resources can have on the world and how important it is to protect planet Earth from the devastating effects of climate change. She said, "Looking to the future, this connectivity means we are also aware, perhaps as never before, that wherever we live, our choices and actions affect the well-being of people and communities living far away, and in very different circumstances. For many, this awareness awakens a desire to employ our planet's natural resources with greater care, and it is encouraging to see how the countries of the Commonwealth continue to devise new ways of working together to achieve prosperity, whilst protecting our planet. As members of this very special community, on this Commonwealth Day, I hope that the people and countries of the Commonwealth will be inspired by all that we share, and move forward with fresh resolve to enhance the Commonwealth's influence for good in our world." The Commonwealth Day service will be attended by approximately 2,000 people, including non-members of the royal family such as Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Commonwealth Secretary-General Baroness Scotland, High Commissioners, ambassadors, faith leaders and more than 800 schoolchildren and young people. The ceremony is to be broadcasted by the BBC. Prince Harry fury, weak Duke of Sussex sparks outrage over pathetic Meghan Markle move. Prince Harry has been branded weak amid the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's bombshell decision to quit royal life and step down as senior working members of the firm. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are completing their final royal engagements as senior members of the British royal family this week. They chose to step down over privacy concerns and the desire to become financially independent. On Thursday at the Endeavour Fund Awards in central London, the Duke and Duchess made their first public appearance together since the news of them stepping down emerged. The couple have been the subject of intense media attention since their announcement to step down, with commentators across the globe offering their insight and views on the split. Addressing the Sussexes on Sky News Australia, the Australian Daily Telegraph's Jonathan Moran told Sky News Australia's Rita Panayi he thought Prince Harry was weak because of the move. Mr. Moran said, "I think the whole situation is ugly." Asked if he blamed Meghan for the split, Mr. Moran said, "I blame him as well. I think he is weak. I blame them equally. But I think they are both weak. I think they are pathetic. And they need to harden up and just say hang on. There are millions of people starving out there. And there is a lot of good we can be doing. From within the royal house, so to speak." He then attacked the Sussexes for giving it all up because you are worried about a bit of privacy but still attending high-profile star-studded events such as the Met Gala. He said, "Meghan is already planning her outfit for the Met Gala, which is so private. I mean, give me strength." Host Hems Panayi went on to claim it was never about privacy. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were reunited in London at the Endeavour Fund Awards after the Duke of Sussex returned to the UK last week to begin his final round of events as a working royal. Today Meghan and Harry will be attending the Mountbatten Music Festival at the Royal Albert Hall, while the Duchess will mark International Women's Day on Sunday in what is expected to be a solo event. The Duke and Duchess are then believed to be planning to head back to Canada to be with their son Archie, who is reported to have been left across the Atlantic for the duration of their working visit. But the decision is causing an extra headache for the Met Police, who had to send out officers to guard Archie in Canada, while also providing extra officers to protect Meghan. The issue of funding for the couple's security has been a subject of contention, as the British public question if they should pay for the Duke and Duchess's protection overseas. Addressing the matter of security, Meghan and Harry said on their website, "It is agreed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will continue to require effective security to protect them and their son. This is based on the Duke's public profile by virtue of being born into the royal family, his military service, the Duchess' own independent profile, and the shared threat and risk level documented specifically over the last few years."